Hello, this is Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review ViSP Virtual Spaceport VR. It's a game for the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and Windows Mixed Reality. It will be released on the Steam Store tomorrow, in just about 12 hours or so. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Curator Connect program. I don't know what the price of this game will be, so I can't honestly review it without knowing the price. I have played around with it for an hour and a half now, and I have enjoyed the game. I actually found it quite challenging. It's a base building slash real-time strategy game, I guess, is the best way to label it as. Basically, you have to build the base, and you have to protect it from different threats. At first, it starts out pretty simple with just one enemy type. But once you get to level 2, you get a different enemy that you have to deal with. And it does start out simple. I mean, it has a simple concept. You have a base. You build around it. And you have to get ships to dock there. And you have to also extend your base all the way to different ports. All the while, though, your base is being attacked, and so you have to watch out from those attacks and protect your base. You can build defensive blocks, and the way you construct your base also matters. It can get very challenging. I did finish the first level tier, and I started the second level tier. I don't want to do the second level tier of my playthrough that I'm showing because it might take me a long time, and I don't want to make this a long video. Let's go ahead and start with 1.2. So let's start a new one from 1.2. Like I said, I've already finished 1.1. But hopefully I can do this within a reasonable amount of time. I may stop the video if it's going too long because I don't want to spend too much time on the video. But as you can see, this is a docking port. So this is where ships will come in to dock and whatnot, and all the while you have to look all around as far as where you need to go. So you can see there's 3 different ports or bases, whatever you want to call them, that I have to connect my main base to. However, and I have 60 blocks to deal with. Now you can move your base forward, back. You can also spin it. So you can play this game seated. And you build a new docking port simply like that. So you just build like a little cross around it, and it'll work. So the one obvious thing to tell everyone is that you don't want to get greedy. Like, you get the temptation to just build all the way to the 3 different ports and start the countdown. You can do that, but more than likely you're going to get annihilated before you reach the threshold. So it's better to be patient, get more blocks, get the thing going. Because it really does you no good to try to get ahead of yourself. And I haven't been attacked yet. Things are going pretty slow, but that's okay. Uh-oh. And as you can see, that was a mistake on my part. I built a little too close here. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that. See? That's an easy solution. So you can see there's my first threat here. But I've already protected my base In this first level, it's very easy to protect your base. On the second tier, there's enemies that can break that, so it becomes more difficult. So on this first tier, though, the enemies can't break it. It's just a matter that a lot of them come. And as you can see with the docking port, as I build them, more and more ships come. Ah, made another mistake. You don't want to do that. So as you can see, there's another threat here. So let's get rid of the threat. So it's very important to protect this area here. That way I get lots of blocks. As the ships port there, I get more currency, more cubes. Make it more easier to protect them. At a certain point I have enough cubes that I don't really need to worry too much about any further destruction, and I just need to worry about my pass up there. So there, as you can see, there's another threat here. So I want to protect. Very easy. So at least in this first tier, it's more about patience than anything else. It's really easy to get carried away and to want to build to those three right away. But as you can see, just in a little short amount of time, with building all these docking places for the ships. And you can see it pays off to do that, to protect them. And it's just easier to protect when you have it contained within a small area. If you start building all around, it gets harder to protect them. And if one gets destroyed, everything along the path of it gets destroyed. So all the blocks that you put in there get destroyed as well. Ah. Sorry, that's my battery's running low on my touch controllers. So there is an advantage to keeping it small in the start, because it's just easier to see everything. See, now I have lots of blocks, but it still pays off to continue to be patient. And as you can see, visually you can see that it's no longer a threat. It's red when it's a threat, and it's black when it's no longer a threat. So there's a lot of little nice little things to here. Like I said, I'm playing seated right now. No problems with the tracking. If you see any issues, it's my battery that's dying on my controllers, which is a common problem I have because I play so much. Okay. So at some point, I'm gonna get more aggressive and start building out. But I did not know that they could do that. It doesn't matter, right? Ooh, okay. So I have a lot of blocks now. And let's get a little bit... Oh. So yeah, let's start. So also, you don't want to build it straight too much. You want to go up and down so that if something Got our first real thread over here. So there we go. And same thing here. There we go. So you can see my patience has definitely paid off. And as you can see at this point, I just have lots of defenses right now. It's going to be very hard for them to, well, unless I'm just careless, which can happen. I don't have this in the bag yet, so. But I do like where I'm at. I have lots of cubes. And as you can see, I have a threat here, which is not a big threat. I don't even have to really respond to it. And lastly, I think I'm just going to be a little greedy here and start the countdown. Start the countdown. And I have lots of time. Ooh, okay. Yep, I got it. There you go. I was successful. I had lots of blocks. I probably went too conservative, but hey, that's how you want to play this game. Yeah, it's fun. I hope you saw the kind of strategy involved. If I had tried to do that really fast, I would have lost. You really have to make sure you have enough blocks so you can protect what you're building. And so you gotta early on build as many ports as you can to get lots of cubes. I like this game. I can't rate it. My initial impressions though is that I really enjoyed playing it. It's a lot of fun. The second level, like I said, the kind of ship that comes in, the second tier, the second kind of ship that comes in can destroy those defensive blocks that you put up, so it becomes more challenging. I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. If you liked my review, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and comment. Have a wonderful day and have fun.